Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Tuesday, December the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our room. This is the address to get into the room, and I share my screen all day long. And I get live on the mic between 9 a.m. and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, this is the link you can use, and there's a promo code there for you. And took everything we have to offer, it'd be about a little over $5 a day on an annual basis for our TI Premium package. All right, well, a few exciting things are happening here. We are getting so close to a 20,000 Dow. We're at 19,944. The joke in the room, if you've been in the room before, you know I'm talking about having a party at Dusty's Farm at 20,000. Just a joke, of course, but nonetheless, this is exciting times, definitely exciting times. Now, I did something today that I don't often do. I don't often trade in the pre-market. Now, if you saw my video yesterday and you were in the room yesterday, you know, of course, that we were trading this AKAO, and I traded it very early. Missed this big miss run. Was happy enough though. You know, I traded it early and got in and out very early. On a percentage basis, it was really good. However, I did say that, or did suggest that we watch it today to see if there's any follow through. Again, this is a bio, and a lot of times, you know, that's exactly what's going to happen. Look at the daily chart. I mean, look at the pop it had yesterday. But just because it did this does not mean that it's over. And I think this was a phase three, kind of late stage results, and they were obviously good. It really, you know, typically some of these ones they'll just fade off during the course of the day. They'll have like here was the pre-market action yesterday, this pink area right here. Typically, a lot of times what will happen is once the market opens, it just fades, especially on a phase one or phase two. But this was phase three, later stage results, so I mean the market loved it. So I said, okay, we have to watch this one going forward tomorrow. Now I didn't expect it would, you know, pop $7 or anything, but I thought we might get some follow through. Anyway, it's long about way of my telling you that when I woke up this morning, this is 7:45 right there. So you know I get up, you know I'm on the West Coast, so I got up at about 10 to 5. And this is what I saw this action. This is a 15-minute chart. So, you know, it didn't look quite, well, let's get to a 5-minute and I'll show you what I saw. So this is the action that I saw. I saw this little pop, I saw the drop, and then I saw the pop again. So, you know, again, I don't often do something like this, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to take this bottoming tail. Sellers did try to knock it down. Buyers took over, and then it popped up over that 13 level. So I took the trade at 13.12 in the pre-market. And let me look at this action. So there's where I took it. That line is where I took it. I took some out over $1 away, and let's see, I got out 1468 in the pre-market. You know, I missed this. I didn't get out at the top here. You know, this all of a sudden, this really started to shoot down. So I decided to get out at 1468, and then also at 1414. So just a great early morning trade. Basically made my day. You know, really didn't have to do too much after that. However, at the same time, I did. I saw this one again, pre-market, and again, I don't often do this, but at the same time as I was getting into AKAO, I also took this one, and I got in at 112. I got very lucky. I almost sold right at the high in the pre-market at 126, and then I took a little loss right here, 103. Sorry, 109 or so. I lost 3 cents on the second part. So the bottom line is that you know rarely do I take any trades in the pre-market. But not only did I take one, but I took two. And one of the reasons I took this, again, take a look at the daily chart. Look what it did. It got all the way up to $2. That would have been 2 days ago. So this is today's action. Sorry, is this today's action? Oh, so it is really fallen off. Certainly from the pre-market. Is that right? Make sure I've got the right. Yeah, that's right. So look how much it's fallen off. And it's funny, you know, when I read the news, I thought, boy, this is just a real pump and dump type fluffy press release. But I decided just to, grab into the momentum and trade it, and that's exactly what I did. But I did not love that press release. Thought it was kind of fluffy, and it turned out that it was. Another one that we played, and look at this one. I mean, this is oh, you got to be very, very quick. This came from the Alpha Predator. Alpha Predator right there, 941 at 233. So even though it had popped from like $1.19 all the way up, so here's 233. The Alpha Predator seems to be able to find ones that still have some momentum left, and so excuse me, I was bound and determined to take this one. Yesterday, actually the Alpha Predator alerted AKAO, even though it had already run a lot and it tacked on another $3 after that. So anyway, the bottom line is I decided to take this one. I took it at 238. Took it right here at 238. I mean, look at that pop up to 312. I'd love to say that that's where I got out, but I got out along the way at 262, 265, excuse me, and at 275. And then look at this collapse. Now it's funny because I actually looked for the news on this one. I could not find any news at all. Typically what I'm doing in the pre-market is when I see some of these that are moving, especially the bios, I just want to quickly check to see what the news is. Especially if it's a phase one or phase two. We have been finding that it's one of those deals in which if it's a phase one or phase two, that you can kind of short it once it opens because a lot of times they just kind of collapse. But I couldn't find any news on this one whatsoever. But when it popped into the Alpha Predator, I decided, I know that it's so extended, but I said, you know what, I'm taking it. And so it worked out quite well. Got in at 238, and as they say, I got out at 62, 65, and 75. But then look at this collapse. I mean, this is just, hope nobody nobody held on. But I mean, basically right back to where it started. So anyway, that is. What else did I do? Oh, I actually took AKAO again, and same deal. Got the alert, 1475 at 1050 on the Alpha Predator, and I mean, it was very, very whippy up and down. There's the pre-market high. It has tried to take that pre-market high out several times at 1550. Has not been able to close above it. But at any rate, 1485 was where the alert happened. Let me see if I can. There it is. So there's the candle that had happened. And let me just get rid of this chart here. And so I took the trade at actually at 1483 and got out at 1515 on this pop above here. Right about here, and then on the way back down, 1505. I mean, this is really, really whippy. And, I suppose if I'd just been looking at a 15-minute chart, it would have been easier to hold on to this. But at any rate, this turned out to be just an awesome trade for me in the pre-market. It's interesting. I mean, all the rumors anyway, or maybe it's fact, I'm not 100% sure, they're going to be doing a financing. And it's interesting that it is still really moving up the way it is. But that was that one. It set the tone for the entire day. Pay is one I actually took a loss on. Took a small loss on this pay. This is one of those ones that is it's one of the few earnings plays. Interesting. They released earnings after the market closed yesterday. You can see the initial pop was great. Then it just sold right off. Then when the market opened, look at this action here. I mean, it just really popped. I was looking for a break over 18. I think I took it on this candle here. Took the trade at 1802, and then it really, really started dropping, and I got out for about a 19-cent loss at 1783. We've been following it all day to see if it can really, really get above 18 with any conviction, but it just doesn't seem to want to do that. But anyway, that's about it. Tomorrow, FOMC, the minutes at 2 o'clock. They've been meeting all day. FOMC's been meeting all day, but the minutes at 2 o'clock, so hard to know what's going to happen. I am in one trade right now, BCEI. I'm in at 177. Resisting the urge just to sell it out right now. Probably get out if it gets down to 171. So I am in this one at 177. And I think that, oh, Tex, this is one that a lot of people were in. I actually took this trade at 32.24. 32.24. Oh yeah, that's right. Look at all this. The reason I didn't hold on is when I looked at this, it's even worse, I think, on a 5 minute, is what I really. You look at this topping tail, bottoming tail, and it was sort of basing a little bit above 32. Ended up taking the trade at 32.24, right about here. It was right about there, and then it started to fall, and I was just kind of worried that we get this sort of action happening again. I mean, this is not a good-looking chart early on, but a lot of people held on, and more power to them. It's had a pretty nice rise, but I just didn't. I basically got out of that trade flat. That is it. Another awesome day in the room. I mean, we've got so many great traders in this room. If it's the first time you're listening to this video, I encourage you to come into this room. There's no strings attached. I mean, this is a free room. Obviously, what I try to do is demonstrate the Trade Ideas program all day long. People ask me questions about it all day long. People who are new to the program, even old timers. But if you're a guest in the room and you want me to explain what's happening, it's a great way to learn what we're doing, but we also have some great traders in this room. It is not just about me telling you what to buy or sell. So anyway, that's about it for now. Hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.